Hello there, Rochelle here with Dreaming English, and yesterday my son graduated from Leominster High School. Now I am a very, very proud mother of my son. I want to tell you a little bit of a story. Now, about a week ago, it was not such a happy thing in our house because I had just found out that he was riding his bicycle and he had a bit of an accident. He actually fractured his ankle. Now, he's okay. He's actually very young and very strong, and his ankle's actually healing up very nicely. But it was a little bit of a disappointment to find out he would be on crutches for his graduation. Now, I ended up making a phone call to the high school to see if we needed to find out if there was any special arrangements of where he would sit for the graduation. And then the principal, he called me back and he said, well, Rochelle, it's going to be fine because he's actually going to be sitting very close to the stage because he's going to be making a speech. And to that I said, what speech? Only to find out that my son would actually be the valedictorian of his class. Now, you might be asking yourself, what does it mean to be the valedictorian of your class? Well, what it means is that he graduated at the top of his class. So we had, I believe, about 400, more than 400 students. So he was number one of his class. And so what does that mean? He would be giving a speech. And that was really, really proud. So I had found out the sad news the day before that he was on his bicycle and he had fallen and he had actually fractured his ankle. But then the next day to find out that he was giving a speech, brought some joy to my day. And it brought a lot of joy to me yesterday. He made a very, very nice speech, which we're going to be able to hear. I would love to hear what you think of the speech. So please let me know in the comments below what you think of his speech.
At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Daniel Béchant, Principal of Center for Technical Education Innovation, who will present the valedictorian and pick up the flowers that just fell over.
Thanks, brother. Yep. Thank you. Hi, everyone. Great day. Thank you, Barry. Always on the fly there, Barry. Good job. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the valedictorian and highest-ranking CTEI student, Vincent Matteo Lappinen Sabotin, who will be attending Northeastern University. Vincent?
I'm truly honored to be able to stand before you today. 4 years ago, this was the last place I expected to be at this graduation, which back then seemed so far away. And while I'm proud to be here, to some degree this position seems arbitrary to me, almost solely determined by who manages to take the most AP courses. But grades in classes, while they may indicate effort and commitment, aren't equivalent to real-life experience. And regardless of what some may think, your current academic standing will not prevent you from success or decisively determine the outcome of your life. Still, I'd like to thank my parents and everyone I know who has been around and supported me throughout the years. I would not be here or be the same person I am today without the inspiration and encouragement which you provided. Moving on, when I started to write this speech, I had no idea where to start. My first inclination, as usual, was to put it off for as long as possible. And I was dissatisfied with every sentence that I started to write. I turned to the internet for examples and advice, as I have often done before, but it only helped a little. Even though these are obviously frustrating and counterproductive behaviors, it's a situation I'm sure many of us have found ourselves in countless times before, despite our best intentions. However, I knew I needed to push through and just write something, anything to start with, or I'd never get it done. So, although this isn't a great habit over the years, for better or worse, it has forced me to overcome my own feelings of inadequacy in my ability and accomplish what I set out to do, even if I couldn't get it to be perfect in my eyes. While in general, this helped me to reach a point where I was more satisfied with the final result. Nevertheless, it's a habit that I still strongly warn against continuing. Like many of you, I may have gotten away with it over the past 4 years, but it will prove very detrimental, not only in college, if you choose to go there, but throughout your entire life. In high school, you had structured deadlines and reminders from others, but in the future, these pressures and prompts will be far fewer. Nobody can or will force you to advance your life and career, learn new things, or achieve your goals, except for yourself. So overall, what I hope to get across is while you may never reach your ideal, don't let that stop or discourage you from trying. For me, perhaps the best example of this is robotics. When I joined, our team's methods were relatively basic, and the accomplishments and extravagant designs of the other teams which we competed with seemed unreachable for a group like us. Still, we didn't let that stop us from trying. Through the persistent efforts of myself and others to learn on our own and improve throughout the years, our team's skill and ability grew consistently. In spite of COVID, this year I designed the most impressive robot that our team has ever built. And while our advancement hasn't necessarily directly correlated to increased success, I personally gained much more by pushing the boundaries of what our team was capable of, far beyond what we ever could have imagined when I joined all those years ago. Over the past 2 years, we've all had to adapt to completely new circumstances, with online school, cancellations, and delays, which has resulted in setbacks in all aspects of our lives, academically, socially, and outside of school. But hopefully, this forced adaptation will prove to be a valuable capability, which can open you up to even further opportunities throughout your life. In the so-called real world, you will inevitably be faced with unfamiliar opportunities and challenges, which you shouldn't pass by simply because they are foreign or slightly outside your comfort zone. So as this chapter of our lives comes to an end, we approach a new realm of possibility and opportunity. I have confidence that each of you will go on to accomplish wonderful things. Our generation's world faces numerous new and long-standing issues, from poverty to the climate to international conflict. We have the opportunity and obligation to change this world in the best way we can, not only for ourselves, but for everyone. We have all gained knowledge, friends, traits, and skills, which we will use and know for the rest of our lives. And while we will likely become more distant in the following years, these friendships will hopefully last a lifetime, and we will keep what we learned close to heart. But no matter how much time passes from today, never stop trying to learn more, be better, and move ahead. So congratulations, class of 2021, and best of luck.
As usual, if you like this video, please like it. Please share it if you know of other people that are trying to learn English. Please share the video with them. Please subscribe to our channel so you know when we post new videos, and hit that notification bell so you'll get a notification little bell icon when we post new videos. As always, thanks for watching.